Hi my friends, welcome back to a bookish video. We are going to be doing a book haul in this video. I have a book buying problem, especially around fall time. There are so many great books and I also love to use the library. So I have a large stack of books that I have recently bought, as well as a smaller stack that I have gotten from the library. But this is gonna be quite a long haul because there's a lot. I'm gonna make it short and sweet with all of these synopses. You know, I don't really read synopses. I go off of vibes, so that's what we're gonna do. So let's get started. First, let's talk about books that I got from the library. So I have read most of this series before, but I want to reread it in fall. And this is the Wayward Children series. And the first book is Every Heart a Doorway, and this series is by Sean McGuire. And I love this series. I've read the first 3 books in it, and they are short little novellas. They are like no more than 100, 200 pages. This one is only like 170 pages. This is about children that have gone to magical lands and they come back to our real world. They go to Eleanor West's home for wayward children. She takes them in after they've gone to these magical lands. Think of like Chronicles of Narnia. They come back and kind of have a hard time assimilating back into real life, and so she has this home for them, and some of the stories are about the children at the home, and then some of the stories are about them when they are in their little magical lands, and I really love them. So I have read the first 3, and what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all of the books. I think there's 6 or 7 out now, and I'm gonna read through them in the fall, and then I'll just grab them from the library, and when I see a good deal for them at stores or whatever, I will start collecting them for my own personal library. But for now, I'm just gonna get them from the library because they are hardcover, and I believe, yeah, they're like $20 a piece. So I might as well read them from the library until I can find a good deal for my collection. So I'm gonna try to get through as many as I can. They're kind of darker in nature. Not all of them are dark, but they are, some of them have murder in them, some of them have darker tones, and this I know has a murder mystery in it. Yeah, I'm really excited to reread these. It's been a long time since I've read them, and they are perfect like for a short, quick afternoon read. I definitely recommend this. Anything by Sean McGuire is amazing, especially for fall time. So the next one is actually a graphic novel. I'm gonna show you the library copy of the first book, and I just went and bought the second book. So this is Garlic and the Vampire and Garlic and the Witch. So this is my copy. I'll try to find the first volume when I can, but they didn't have the first volume. So I just got the second volume and got this one from the library. This is the cutest little graphic novel series about these cute little vegetables that live in this witch's garden, and they have like a little community, and they're just so sweet, and they live in this small town, and then there's like this big mansion, and one day they see smoke coming out of the mansion. The witch tells them that this was a vampire's house a long time ago, and the vampire might be back. And so Garlic, who is this little anxious little sweetheart right here, is very anxious, and this has good anxiety rep for sure in it, and she is chosen to go and defeat the vampire in the castle, because obviously Garlic, you know, dispels vampires. So I think that she'll be safe if she goes and tries to deal with the vampire. So it's really cute. I am 2/3 of the way through the first one, and I went and got this one immediately because I just love it. Let me show you. I love the color scheme. It's like this warm greens and oranges, and the witch is really sweet. So I'm assuming this one is about the witch that created them, and this one is about the vampire. So cute. And she has a friend named Carrot. They're all vegetables, and she has a friend named Carrot that is so protective of her and so sweet. You need to pick this series up, even if you just get it from the library. I highly recommend it, especially for right now, for the fall time. So, and if you need a good representation of anxiety, maybe to show to your kids, and how to help overcome anxiety, this could be a great choice. The next library book that I have is Remarkably Bright Creatures, and I don't really know what this is about. All I know is everybody says that the octopus is one of the main characters in this, and it's about a woman who has some grief and some loss. So her husband died and her son vanished, and she is trying to cope with it, and she becomes acquainted with this sweet little octopus at this aquarium. I have heard so many great things about this. One of the quotes says, "Truly original and touching. Remarkably Bright Creatures is a story of family, community, and optimism in spite of darkness. Prepare to fall in love with a most exceptional octopus." That's so cute. And I heard that the narrator on the audiobook for the octopus is really great. So if I like it, I might get a copy for myself because everybody has been raving about this. Next library book, I think I'm probably going to buy a physical copy for myself if I love it. This is When Women Were Dragons by Kelly Barnhill. Kelly Barnhill wrote The Girl Who Drank the Moon. It's one of my favorite middle grades. I don't keep a lot of middle grades on my shelves, and that is one that I have kept on my shelves. And this one is about one day these women all wake up and become dragons. Love this quote. It says, "Completely fierce, unmistakably feminist, and subversively funny. When Women Were Dragons brings the heat to misogyny with glorious imagination and talent-sharp prose. Check the skies tonight. You might just see your mother." Oh my gosh. It says there was a semi-annual event, the Mass Dragoning of 1955, when hundreds of thousands of ordinary wives and mothers sprouted wings, scales, and talons, left a trail of fiery destruction in their paths, and took to the skies. I don't really want to know much more about it, but I love Kelly Barnhill's writing. I think it's her adult debut. So eager to get to this one, and will probably be buying a copy for myself because this cover is gorgeous. The purples and greens. The background of the leaves, there's a dragon. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, there's the dragon eye right there. Wow, so good. The last library book that I have is Happy and You Know It. I love books about rich people drama. That's one of my favorite types of thrillers or mystery dramas. And this says, a dark, witty page-turner about a struggling young musician who takes a job singing for a playgroup of overprivileged babies and their effortlessly cool moms, only to find herself pulled into their glamorous lives and dangerous secrets. So, mommy drama, like Real Housewives drama, sign me up. So those are the library books. Let's chat about the other books that I have bought. This first one I'm really excited about. It is a cozy mystery. This has to do with a very exciting announcement that me and a couple of friends will be making shortly. You should be looking out for that because it's coming very, very shortly. This is a cozy mystery called In the Company of Witches by Aurali Wallace. I know this is set at a bed and breakfast in this little small town, and it's run by some witches. And the little blurb says, when a guest dies in the B&B, she helps her aunt run. A young witch must rely on some good old-fashioned investigating to clear her aunt's name in this magical and charming new cozy mystery. Yeah, and there's this cute little cat on the cover, and it is the first in the Evenfall Witches B&B mystery. So stay tuned for a little announcement that has to do with this book. You know I love my cozies. I'm so excited for this one. The next one is a indie published book, and it is Accidentally Amy by Lynn Painter. I really like Lynn Painter. She has written some traditionally published books, YA and adult, and this is a indie published one by her. I believe it started out with emails to her subscribers, and like short chapters were emailed to her subscribers, and then they asked her to put it into book form. And so it is this short little book with like the biggest fall vibes. It says meet cute plus grumpy sunshine plus friends to lovers. Apparently these two meet in a coffee shop when she steals someone's pumpkin spice latte or something. It looks really, really cute. I don't read synopses for romances because it ruins a lot of it, you know, and we know how romances go. But pumpkin spice latte, there's leaves on the cover. I just love the illustrator who does all of these indie published books. And I love Lynn Painter. I really, really enjoyed her young adult book, Better Than the Movies. If you're looking for a really cute young adult romance, Better Than the Movies is really cute by Lynn Painter, and she has a couple coming out this year, and I am really excited to get to all of them, but this little short one will be perfect for fall. The next one I saw on my friend Lauren's channel, and it is Suburban Hell. I actually think I have the NetGalley for this too. So this one is another suburban mom drama, but it's supposed to be kind of satirical and funny, and one of the friends gets possessed by a demon in this small little suburban neighborhood, and the cover is so great. Yeah, I'm very interested in this, and it sounds really, really funny. Yeah, one of my favorite thriller authors, Samantha Downing, says, a scary, thrilling, and funny ride through a neighborhood nightmare. The pages turn themselves. You can't stop reading this one. Demonic possession between moms, like that just sounds silly and hilarious. And the cover is great. The next two I got for buy one, get one half off at Barnes & Noble. The first one is Cackle, and this is a cozy horror about witches. It says a darkly funny, frightening novel about a young woman meeting a witch who might be too good to be true. So she shows up in this small town and she gets dumped by her boyfriend, and she runs into this lady, and people start to warn her that she's a witch. I've also heard that there's spiders in this, and I am very afraid of spiders, so that might really freak me out. But when I asked about small town witchy vibes, this one came up a lot. So yeah, and I really, oh yeah, and you can see the spiders on there. Oh gosh, I thought they were stars, but they're spiders. So really don't know anything about it. Oh, I love when there's title headers. We don't have enough title headers on books anymore. Like this says charming new friend. Like that is so, I love that little detail. It's like such a fun little special touch. And the next one I got half off, it's Shatter Me by Tahira Mafi. So back when this was a booktube darling, what, 10 years ago? I don't even know when this book was published. I read the whole series. And then at that time it was only 3 books and then like a couple of novellas. And yeah, when did this come out? 2011. Yeah, 10 years ago, I read this when it came out. I loved it. I loved the first and second one, and had some issues with the third one, but I still love this. I don't know. It's just really, really fun for me. Like this series you can read so quickly. This is like candy. Like you just eat this series up, and she came out with 3 more books and I haven't read those yet. So I am going to be buying all of these now that they're all out in paperback. I don't think I've ever had copies of them. I think I read them from the library originally. So I'm going to start with this one, and I just love the covers. I don't like to use the word guilty pleasure because I don't think you should be guilty about anything you read, but this is a YA series that people seem to love or hate, and I love it. Like I read it in the time of like Twilight and Divergent and all those dystopians. If you like Hunger Games or that type of dystopian and you've never read the Shatter Me series and you love a great love interest, read this one. Oh my gosh, you will love the love interest in this one. So I'm really excited to reread these and see if I like the new books as well, the new additional books that she's come out with. So yay, I love this. I'm so excited. The next one is by Sally Thorne, and this is her kind of gothic rom-com, and she is the author of The Hating Game, and this one is Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Match. And this is supposed to be like a fun rom-com where the sister of Frankenstein makes her own match. She's attempting to make the perfect man, and she kind of comes to regret it. The last little thing says, filled with carriages, candlesticks, and corpses, Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Match is a spooky season reimagining of the well-known classic by Mary Shelley that reminds us to never judge a man by his cadaver. I don't know, it sounds funny. I really liked The Hating Game. I like her witty writing. I haven't heard the greatest things of this yet, but I've only seen a few reviews, so I'm gonna read this around Halloween. It'll be perfect because Frankenstein, Halloween, yeah, it'll just be a fun time. The next 2 I got together, and they had them at Target actually, and I got The Inheritance Game and The Hawthorne Legacy. These are the first 2 books in a series, and I have heard that if you like Knives Out, which is one of my favorite movies, and you like murder mysteries, which I adore, you will love this. I'm really eager to get to these, and blue is my favorite color, and this is kind of what got me to just buy it because I could not get these because of the covers, and everybody says that they're really fun. I know they're really, really popular right now, so I'm eager to get to this. It seems like this girl comes into a big inheritance, and she doesn't know the man who died and left her billions of dollars, but she has to move into the house that he left to her, and I guess all of his grandsons live there, and some of them like her, some of them don't like her, and it's a little bit of a love triangle with some of the sons. So I don't know, it just sounds really fun, and I really could not pass up how gorgeous these covers are. And The Final Gambit is the 3rd one, and obviously it will come out in paperback sometime. There's nothing better than starting a new YA mystery series. They're just a fun time, and I know that I'll just have a good time reading these, so I'm really excited about these. The next one is a kind of gothic fantasy, and it's Belladonna, and I'm loving this cover. Oh my gosh, I forgot that the cover was so pretty underneath. Look how beautiful this cover is underneath. I love when YA fantasies do this. It's so pretty. I don't know anything about this, but I believe she, this girl, gets tossed around from like relative to relative because she's an orphan, and her relatives don't care much about her, but they just care about her inheritance. And it seems like she is poisoning them. I don't know. That's what it sounds like, because on here it said that 5 belladonna berries are all it takes to kill someone. So it seems like she is killing off these family members that are not taking care of her very well. And yeah, I don't know what it's about really, but it sounds really good. There are so many blurbs on this one from people that I love. Stephanie Garber said, a deliciously deadly gothic romance full of poisonous deeds, spectacular secrets, and dark mysteries. And Adrienne Young said, a darkly romantic tale that will sweep readers away. This decadent world and forbidden love story are a perfect addicting escape. I'm excited. Mystery, magic, romance, gothic setting. I love it. And that cover, so beautiful. Oh my gosh, this next one I'm really excited about. You all know that I love Agatha Christie. I talked about her in my last video. I love short stories and I love Agatha Christie, and I've read some of Agatha Christie's short stories collections, and this one was written by a bunch of authors, and it is the Agatha Christie Miss Marple collection. It says, murder, mayhem, and mystery abound as these best-selling and acclaimed writers bring back Agatha Christie's legendary Jane Marple in 12 new stories. So Agatha Christie wrote the Miss Marple series. There's a bunch of different books that she's written that the main detective is Miss Marple, and they made this short story collection bringing back Miss Marple. I love this. This just seems so fun. I love that authors are paying tribute by writing more in the Agatha Christie style. So yeah, and I just got this one today. I love it. It has deckled edges. It's so pretty. Like, look at that cover. It is so pretty. Some of the authors on here that wrote a short story are Lucy Foley, Lee Bardugo, Alyssa Cole, Karen M. McManus, Ruth Ware. I'm so excited, and a bunch of other ones that I haven't heard of before. So they'll introduce me to some new authors. So very, very excited for this one. Like, I want to read this one right now, but I think I'll just like read a story here and there, intermixed with some of my other reads to mix it up, because short story collections, you don't have to read them all at once. You can kind of mix it in with the rest of your reading. So I'm so excited. This just came out this week, I think. Whew, oh my goodness, I've been talking for a long time. So let's speed it up, Rachel. The next one is a thriller, and it's One of the Girls by Lucy Clark. And I mentioned this in my vlog that I had just gotten this one. This seems to be set on a Greek island, which is my dream vacation. I definitely want to go there one day. Will that ever happen? I don't know, but I definitely want to go to Greece one day. But this one is set on a isolated Greek island. And I think this is a bachelorette party gone wrong or something like that. I believe. Is it? Yes. It's supposed to be the perfect weekend away. 6 very different women travel to a sun-drenched Greek island for a bachelorette party. One of us is a liar, one of us is a stranger, one of us is a cheater, but which one of us is a killer? So this looks good. I love blue. I love this cover. And if it's set off the coast of Greece, I'm definitely going to read this. And I have the audiobook for it, so this will be a great audiobook to listen to while I'm working. These keep me so entertained. I told you, I love mommy drama, rich people drama. I eat that up in my thrillers. Oh my gosh, this next one I'm so excited for. It's Babble by R.F. Kuang. All right, I have not read the Poppy War trilogy yet because I'm terrified that it's gonna be too dark for me, which I don't know if it's too dark. Let me know if it's darker than Game of Thrones, if anybody has read the Poppy War, because I have read and watched Game of Thrones, and that's pretty dark and pretty graphic. So if the Poppy War is darker than that, maybe I won't read it, but I can't see how it would be darker than that. But this is her newest release that just came out, and this is the Barnes & Noble edition. This is a dark academia book set, I believe, in the 1800s, and it's set in London at Oxford University, a historical fantasy epic that grapples with students' revolutions, colonial resistance, and the use of language and translation as a dominating tool of the British Empire. I don't really want to know much more, but I am so eager to like dive into a dark fantasy that has some really good commentary and that is written by a historian. R.F. Kuang is like this brilliant writer, and yeah, I've heard her writing is phenomenal, and everybody that I have seen reading this has been raving about it, saying that it's a masterpiece, that it is true dark academia, like that it is will blow you away. They could not put it down. So I'm really eager. The next three I got from Book of the Month. I got The Most Likely Club, which that pink cover is so cute. I got the new Sarah Addison Allen, Other Birds, which I love this cover too, and Killers of a Certain Age by Deanna Raybourn. So I'll chat about this one first. This one is by the same author that wrote the Veronica Speedwell series, and I have read the first 4 in the Veronica Speedwell series. Deanna Raybourn writes murder mysteries so well. I love the Veronica Speedwell series. If you haven't read the first one, you definitely should. Let me just read this little bit right here. They spent their lives as the deadliest assassins in a clandestine international organization. But now that they're 60 years old, 4 female friends can't just retire. It's kill or be killed in this action-packed thriller by best-selling Edgar Award-nominated author Deanna Raybourn. So it's about these 4 women who are retiring as assassins, and they get a hit out on them. And I believe it's by the same organization that they used to work for and be spies, assassins for. So they have to survive and take down these people that are trying to kill them. I love it. First of all, I love Deanna Raybourn. Second of all, I love the premise. Anything with elderly characters fighting or solving cases. If this gives me Thursday Murder Club vibes, but they're actually like taking down the bad guys, I am so here for this. So I also got Other Birds by Sarah Addison Allen, and this is the author of Garden Spells, which I told you I wanted to read in my fall TBR, and this is her newest release. This is just another magical realism by her. It says, from the acclaimed author of Garden Spells comes an enchanting tale of lost souls, lonely strangers, secrets that shape us, and how the right flop can guide you home. And it looks like it's set on a little island in South Carolina. I'm really excited. I don't read blurbs, so I'm just gonna go into it, know it's magical realism. I know birds are involved, obviously, and I love that the birds continue on the back. And I was so glad that I got to pick this one for one of the September choices. I'm so excited. And The Most Likely Club is a contemporary fiction about this group of high school friends. The little blurb says, at their milestone high school reunion, a group of friends make a pact to finally achieve their high school superlatives one way or another in this lively new novel from the acclaimed author of Last Summer at the Golden Motel. So it looks like this was set in the 1990s, which seems really fun. In high school, I was an overachiever. I had a lot of superlatives, and yeah, that was my personality. So I feel like I'm really gonna relate to the characters in this. I love anything that has to do with high school and, you know, a group of friends. Like, that just seems really, really fun to me, and loving the trend of pink and purple on covers. Can we just keep that trend going? These colors together are so, so fun. And the last one I've already read, and I don't think I showed this in my fall TBR, but it was definitely on my fall TBR. I just didn't have the book in hand yet. And that is Carrie Soto is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Look at this pretty gold foiling. I love the gold and the purple together. At first I didn't think I was gonna like this cover, but in person it's really, really beautiful. And I have already read this. I listened to this in one day. I liked it. I didn't love it. It's not my favorite by her. I did give it 4 stars. This is about Carrie Soto, who shows up at the end of Malibu Rising, which is her last book. And Taylor Jenkins Reid is in my top favorite authors of all time. She's right up there with like 2 other people, and I love her so much. So this was a little bit of a letdown, but still a 4-star. So I don't know if anything is ever gonna compare to The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo or Maybe in Another Life. Those 2 are my favorites, and then I loved Malibu Rising. And I have like 4 more books by her that I need to read. So I've read 4 by her, and I think I have 4 more to read. So 4 more? Yeah, because I still haven't read Daisy Jones and the Six. I do recommend this. Just still wasn't my favorite. That's not saying much because I still loved it. It was still a 4-star. Well, friends, we've come to the end. That was a lot of books. Oh, wait. Didn't I tell you I was going to show the puppies? Let me go get them. We have some puppies. Hi, babies. Alrighty. So this is my last little haul of the day. my 2 little sweet puppies. This one is Willow, and this one is Odette. me and my daughter Capri named Willow, and my two other daughters, Cadence and Autumn, they named Odette. We just recently got them last week. They're sweet, sweet girls, and I love them so much. They are our neighbors, had puppies, and they are part husky, part basset hound. Their parents are purebred, so they're gonna be really, really cute. There's my sweet girl, Odette. She's a little feisty girl because she is the smaller of the two, so she thinks she has to make up for it. And then this is my big girl, Willow. She's a little bit bigger, and they are honestly the sweetest. All they do is play fight, eat, and sleep, and they are just so sweet. I adore them. They get into everything, but are pretty well behaved. We do have two other dogs, and they're trying to learn their boundaries with our other dogs, and all they want to do is play with our other dogs, but our other two dogs want nothing to do with them right now. So we are on a learning curve, but they love laying in bed with me. They love sleeping on mommy's bed, which, you know, my husband doesn't love, but that's okay. Say hi. Oh, you're so sweet. So anyways, I just wanted to show my sweet little puppies. They are 8 weeks old, just got their first little vaccine that they needed. I'm gonna let them get down, but say bye, Willow. Willow is much calmer than her sister, but Odette is down here. She's my little crazy girl, but Willow is such a sweetheart. They're both sweethearts. They don't want me to hold them anymore, so I hope you enjoy. We've hauled puppies, we've hauled books, and now you can hear them play fighting. They will do that all day long, and then they'll just drop down and fall asleep. Like, they love to play fight. We decided to get two because we wanted them to be able to grow up together, and I think it's the perfect decision for us because they literally are so connected, and you can tell that they're happy because they have each other. We're just so glad that we got the two of them, and they feel like they were meant to be part of our family. They will show up in many a vlog, I promise you. And if you are on my Instagram, you will see that I post about them regularly in my stories. So they are taking up our life right now, and we absolutely love both of them. And that's all I got. So I hope that you have a lovely day, and I will talk to you in a new video soon. Bye.